Hi, everyone, and welcome to my review of Trumbo, the brand new Hollywood biopic about the famous award-winning screenwriter Dalton Trumbo, who was blacklisted for being a communist in the 1950s and 1960s. In the film, he is played by the amazing actor Bryan Cranston. Of course, we all know him from television, being Malcolm's dad in Malcolm in the Middle, Walter White in Breaking Bad, but of course, he is an amazing actor who's been on the silver screen, of course, right now he is, and be on television, and of course on the stage. And I think he just played a president on the stage. I don't know if he got any Tonys for that, but he's just an amazing actor. And with his new film, is an Oscar nomination in his future? Let's find out with my opinion of the movie. Well, I want to first say that I didn't know much about the life of Trumbo before watching it. There was a documentary that came out 8 years ago, and I never got a chance to see that. So I kind of went into this movie not knowing much about the man himself or what he was associated with and all the films that he wrote and all the awards that he won, even though he was not really recognized for those awards till many years after the fact, especially near his death. So I know about the blacklist in Hollywood, and I know about McCarthyism and communism and all that stuff that went on during that time, but I didn't know much about this man because I just really wanted to try and stay away from everything and try and judge the movie alone on itself and hopefully learn something in the process. First off, I do want to say I am going to really recommend this film mainly on the fact that Bryan Cranston gives a stellar performance in this movie. He is the major reason to see this film. The film is directed by Jay Roach, who's known for doing the Austin Power movies, Meet the Parents. He's done some political films on HBO, a lot of comedies. This one is not funny. I mean, there are some funny things that happen in the film that you just can't believe actually happened probably in real life, especially with this guy and what he had to go through. Yes, he had his political beliefs. Do I agree with them? No, not at all. But they were his. He was just trying to be a good person, provide for his family, and at the same time write some of the greatest movies ever made. And during that time, being a communist or having a different opinion is something that was not favored in that world. And it still kind of isn't in Hollywood. I mean, if you don't believe in a certain thing, and if you're an actor or a producer or something, you don't believe in a certain way, you're still, you don't want to say you're blacklisted, but you're probably frowned upon if you have some different beliefs than most people in Hollywood do. So I don't know what the ultimate message of this movie is going to be, if people are going to see it and be like, yeah, I think we need to focus on more things that are going on in our world, and if we trying to find a way to get along. We may not agree on certain things politically, religiously, and worldly, but we got to trying to find a way to get along as long as no harm comes on to anybody else. And I think that's what Trumbo was all about. Yes, he was a communist. Yes, he had a different point of view for America. He loved America. He had an extremely different point of view. But he still wanted to contribute to society and contribute to his family, and of course he loved to write. And that's what this movie mainly focuses on his life and how he goes under the table pretty much through his family and their help to get these scripts where they needed to go, even though he would not get the credit for many years later. And it was quite a surprise to find out all the movies that he was associated with. I just never knew that. And one of those movies I'm actually hopefully going to see in a couple of days in the theater for the first time. So that was kind of exciting to learn a lot of things that I didn't know about this man. I will tell you that the film is a good, solid movie. I would not say it's a great film. There is an amazing performance by Bryan Cranston. It is the highlight of the film, and luckily I think he's almost in every scene of the movie, almost in every scene of the film. And I will tell you, for about 10, 15 minutes, I saw Bryan Cranston. I saw this great individual. But after a while, I feel like he really settled in the role, and I forgot that I was watching Bryan. I was literally seeing Trumbo, or the character that he's creating in this movie. Because there was some footage at the end of the film that showed you what the real man was all about. But I now that I've seen this movie, I gotta try and find that documentary from a few years back, because I would like to hear more about this movie. There's some really good acting from Helen Mirren and John Goodman, and there's a big stellar cast. Ella Fanning has got a small role in the movie, and Diane Lane think that's her name. Diane Lane plays Trumbo's wife. So big cast, big, beautiful ensemble piece, but the shiny moment, of course, is Brian as Trumbo, and he steals every scene that he's in. He's just very interesting to watch, and his journey to bring his work to life, even though he was shunned for what he believed in. It was a good movie. I just can't say that I was blown away by what was happening in the film and the story and the character, but at times the movie felt a little uneven with its presentation. Sometimes it felt like a TV movie. Other times it did feel like a real movie. It just had that weird vibe from just some of the way it presented itself sometimes, and from some of the performances. Some of the performances not as strong as others, and it kind of took me out of the picture. The movie is 2 hours. I think it's a little too long. I would have maybe cut it down 20 minutes and tighten it up a little bit, especially in the middle. There were some times where I didn't feel as involved as I wanted to be with the story. But overall, it's Bryan Cranston's performance that really kept me interested throughout this entire film. I've seen some other films about what happened in Hollywood during that time with the blacklist and people and stuff like that. But I thought this one was a good retelling of this whole experience that went on in Hollywood for so many years, and I think it's a good eye opener to anybody who might not be aware of what was going on during that time. So I thought it was a good, solid film, but with a stellar performance from Mr. Bryan Cranston. Something I hope that he does get nominated. It'll be his first Oscar nomination. Don't think he'll win this time, but I see an Oscar in his future one day, especially one that says his name, Bryan Cranston, for maybe he'll direct someday, and he'll win for directing. Who knows, or writing. I don't know. Anyways, good movie, solid film, and something that I would definitely say you should see. I'm going to give Trumbo, I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.